Welcome everyone to Vested Interests. This is Shane back again for another stock pick of the day. It is Monday, December 12th. I apologize for getting this out so late. I had some family issues to deal with. We had to put down my wife's cat today. She's had that cat for 20 years. But we're going to take a look at Leggett Platt. So you have to excuse me as I try to get through this one today. Again, it is December 12th. We are going to look at Leggett Platt. If you want to know more about them, check them out at their homepage. Leggett, Leggett.com is their homepage where I pulled this information from. American inventor J.P. Leggett develops the idea for a spiral steel coil bed spring and partners with blacksmith and future brother-in-law C.B. Platt to form Leggett Platt. That's pretty cool. A gentleman and his brother-in-law got together. Over here you can see the first patent they put together 2 years later in 1885. LP bed springs patented, so that was the first patent right there. So been around since 1883, so they've obviously seen the downturns in several markets over the years, right? The Great Depression, World War I, World War II, they would have seen it all. The 2008 financial crash, the dot-com bubble back in 99 to 2001, the current recession we're in now. They've come out the other end. They're still kicking. Here you can see they've gone from just the bed springs to 2020. Obviously it's 2022, but they still do bedding components, automotive seat support, lumbar systems, specialty bedding foams, and private label finished mattresses. Components for home furniture and work furniture, flooring, underlayment, adjustable beds, and bedding industry machinery. So over the years they have expanded. Again, if you want to know more about them, check them out. Leggett.com here. That is their homepage. And the reason we are taking a look at them today, we are still talking about Leggett Platt, ticker LEG. This is out of the consumer discretionary sector. They were down 4.74%, so dropped significantly on the day. Closed out the day, December 12th, $33.54. Actually, in the after hours as of 5:03 p.m., when I'm looking at this information, they were up 1.73. It's actually about 5:30 now. Been checking on my girls. Again, we had a rough one here. I've got two young daughters, if you didn't know, 10 and 8. They're old enough to know what's going on now, so they get pretty emotional, which makes me emotional. 52-week range here as low as $30.28, as high as $43.63. Market cap of $4.447 billion. Bet of 1.28, so they are more volatile than the overall market, even though today it was not a real volatile day. You can see it looks like there was a sell-off in the morning, a little bit of recovery, and then actually a little bit of a recovery there throughout the day, and then a decline there right at the end of the day. Not a super lot of volatility, but they have been. I own this stock. You'll see that here in a little bit. They have been very volatile over the last year and a half, couple years actually. PE ratio is low at 12.66. Earnings per share $2.65, and their next earning date they're saying here February 6, 2023, so next February there. Forward dividend is $1.76 paid out on the year. They are a quarterly payer. They do have a very nice dividend yield of just over 5% now. Ex-dividend date December 14th, so that is coming up. If you were to buy them tomorrow, you would get the next dividend. I am not telling you to buy, hold, or sell any shares of any stock. I do own Leggett Platt, but I'm just telling you the ex-dividend date is December 14th, and if you buy it on the day before the ex-dividend date, you will get the next dividend. 1-year target estimate, at least according to Yahoo Finance, where I pulled this information. I am not affiliated, but they have a $35.67 per share target estimate. Now let's jump over to stockanalysis.com, another site I like to look at for information. Again, not affiliated, just where I like to go for some more information. And I always recommend selecting more than one site to look at. Stockanalysis.com, Yahoo Finance, there's Seeking Alpha, Motley Fool. There's a lot of different sites out there that you can get information from. Make sure that you are checking more than one source to get that information so that you can back check and make sure that the information you're receiving is accurate. All right, and according to the 8 stock analysts they've had to take a look at this, they call it a consensus buy. They have a low estimate of $31.31, which would be a 6.65% decrease from where it currently sits. They have an average price target of $36.38. That would be a 8.47% increase from where it currently sits. And if it happened to hit their high of $43.05, that would be a 28.35% increase, all the while you would be able to collect that 5% dividend, at least where it sits now. If it happened to drop a little bit lower, obviously that would be a little higher. If it went back up or you got it in the 34 range, obviously that dividend yield would be a little lower. Now we will jump over and look at my position. Again, I do have a position in Leggett and Platt. I have 146 shares, 146.842 shares to be exact. I am down 15.11%, right? So I'm down $879 on this position. I have $5,801.96 into this position with a cost basis of $39.51 per share, which my current position is equivalent to $4,922.14 if I was to sell out of it. So again, down 15.11%, including the 4.8% drop today. And to be honest, this is one I've been nibbling all the way down. I think at one point I was down 19 or 20%, and I keep dollar cost averaging down. Along with the dividend increase, it brings my cost basis down. So eventually this 15% decrease will turn around and turn back into the green, though I do like picking up shares of the stocks I'm going to buy anyway at cheaper prices. So this just gives me a higher dividend yield, right, and higher future potential returns. And this is a sector, the consumer discretionary sector, that typically doesn't do very well in times like we are having, right? In inflationary times and recessions, whenever the market starts pulling back, usually people stop buying stuff like beds and other discretionary items. So this is a good sector, in my opinion, to look for value and look for deals. So again, they are a quarterly payer. They pay 44 cents per share. So if you wanted to know what my dividends received will be, you can multiply 146.842 times the 44 cents. They have a 64.7% payout ratio. I like anything under 75%. And they do have, even though they have a high dividend yield currently at 5%, they still have a pretty decent dividend growth at 4.88%. So they are growing, even though they are a higher yielding dividend growth. So I'd like to see a high yield with some growth, even though it's in the single digits. That's fine. I'll take almost 5% growth with a 5% dividend yield to start with. So that is really it. Leggett and Platt, again, sorry for getting this one out so late. Always have life issues to deal with, so hopefully your day is going better than mine. But again, I really do appreciate you sticking with me here. As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Leggett and Platt. Is it in your portfolio? Is it one you're watching? I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, suggestions for future topics, or constructive criticism. Go ahead and drop it all down below. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you in the next one. I'm going to go spend some time with my girls. I hope you guys are all having a great week, great afternoon. Happy holidays. I know Hanukkah's coming up here. So enjoy the holidays, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's, all of them, whichever one you partake in. Thank you for stopping by. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money and should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria, or seek the advice counsel of a certified financial advisor.